Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be watching another Brandon Herrera video. This time it's one related to Helldivers, a very good shooter game that has been taking the internet by storm. I'm not sure exactly what to expect, but without further ado, let's get into it. Oof.
We're gonna have to reinforce Eli.
He's still moving, he's fine.
Calling in reinforcements! Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about the UTS-15 12-gauge shotgun, or as you may know it better, the SG-8 Punisher. One of the many tools available to you from democracy's arsenal if you make
it's a real shotgun
decision of your life and join the Helldivers.
I always assume that when they have a shotgun or any type of weapon in a fictional setting, it's like, that's not real. That's not real. They're all made up. There's no way a gun would survive into the future, which is ignorant of me, obviously. Imagine having to jerk your gun off. Couldn't be me.
Smells like freedom. If you have been grinding Helldivers 2 in your free time as well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You're gonna like it here. We do a lot of gun breakdowns and stuff like this, and we never get into politics. If you don't know
that's a lie.
Welcome to the channel.
Isn't this guy running for like office somewhere, or did he run for office? I joined in after that started, but I think he is.
Anyhow, I don't get much free time these days. I've kind of got a few things going on, but when I do get a couple minutes free, I love blowing off some steam and playing the new game Helldivers 2 with some of my friends. One of the earliest shotguns I got in the game was the SG-8 Punisher, and I honestly still kind of run it sometimes. It's slept on. Good fucking gun. But I couldn't help but notice it bore striking resemblance to the UTS-15 12-gauge shotgun. I don't think it's really a stretch to say that this was obviously what the developers modeled that gun off of. It's got a couple variants in the game, the SG-8 Punisher, the SG-8 Slugger, I think, which is like a variant that, shoots slugs. But as soon as I started playing with it in the game, I noticed two things. One, it reminded me how cool these things look, and two, it reminded me I don't own a UTS-15, and I need to correct that. So I bought it, and it is a massive piece of shit. First off, what is it, and why does it look like this? I mean, this thing's a bulky fucking shotgun. Well, it is a dual tube fed pump action shotgun. What does that mean? Well, you see these two little things here? This is where you can load the shotgun in two distinct tubes that go up along the sides of the gun above the barrel.
Wait, do you have to load each side individually? Is it, or they all go into the one same compartment? I don't know why. When I'm seeing this, when I see like two different shells or two different compartments, I'm like, oh, double barrel. Did he say double barrel? I might have missed that. But, Or is it just, you can have an adaptability so that if you're left-handed or right-handed, it really doesn't matter. You can load it on either side. I don't know.
Which is kind of cool. It's a neat feature because this little lever here allows you to switch between the tubes. Meaning if I wanted to run slugs in this and buckshot on this side, I could easily do that. Or if
that's cool.
On this side and Dragon's Breath on this side, because you can't enforce the Geneva Convention when you're on fire, you can do that. But those two tubes lead into our chamber here that then feeds into the gun, and you are ready to spread managed democracy, one round of 12 gauge at a time. Now, spreading managed democracy isn't all about smashing a couple bugs. Somewhere in your distinguished combat career, you might find yourself up against the automaton threat.
Just a Terminator.
No, this isn't literally just a bust from Terminator. Look, if the devs can get away with it, so can I.
I mean, I've never seen an automaton up close for very long, but I feel like they've got at least a little bit of a distinct difference, A little bit. I mean, they don't stay alive long enough when I'm shooting at them. I shoot their heads off. they go blam. So I don't have enough time to see if they're doing any copyright infringement, which I'm sure they're not. One, this is the second game, so of course they're not. But, you know, I get it. And there's also a theory that they're not even just fully robots. They're like taking the consciousness of people and uploading it into like the hive mind of the automaton race. So we're fighting against fallen Helldivers that were captured, or fallen civilians that were captured and put into metal bodies. It's horrifying stuff. Although I still prefer fighting the bugs. The bugs are more fun.
And since we spoiled you a little bit on the gyro jet, we don't have ballistic high speed here, but we do have Eli with our high speed.
It's like the Walmart version.
Opening up a can of Liberty in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Yep, that gun did dare shoot.
That'll do it. If only it worked that well in the game. That is no longer a threat to Super Earth.
Nope.
That's metal as fuck. Oh, wow.
Dude, and the cords are what ripped it together.
It's like a bolo.
Oh, this jaw! God, it's just everywhere. Imagine if you had like a tongue and it would get all blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, it does not have a tongue because it is a robot. It does not need tongues. Guns are usually left-eyed or right-eyed. Oh, I didn't know that. I've never shot like a left-handed gun, so I wouldn't know that.
It almost came forward a little bit in the front.
That's fucking cool shit.
That's gnarly. Here's a piece. That's like a piece of neck.
Where's his dentures at?
His teeth are the same color as these fucking rocks.
These are actually human bones.
I'm finding like other pieces of jaw out here that aren't that one.
What
This
the
would be the
fuck
best
was
place
shot
to
out here?
hide a skeleton. It's just out here at the ranch.
So Helldivers is for sale. You can go on Steam and buy it right now. But you know what really sucks? Is that your personal information is out on the internet, available to buy right now. Data brokers out there will sell your personal information.
And they're sponsoring everybody related to like guns or military, aren't they?
Health records or your relatives. It's all out there on the internet. That's why I personally use Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me what data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests on my behalf. Not only does this cut down on the spam you get, but it also can help protect you from hackers that can get into your personal information, your social media accounts, bank accounts, whatever. Especially if you just saw that data breach that happened with AT&T, where 73 million current and former customers' information ended up out there on the dark web for sale.
See, this is why I don't have AT&T.
Passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Aura does all of that for you. And you don't have to download a bunch of different apps just because one company couldn't keep your information secure. I know I value my privacy, and you probably do too. So you can go to aura.com/Brandon to start your 2-week free trial.
I think he's got the same microphone as me.
Comment. We appreciate Aura for being the sponsor of this video. Back to Helldivers.
Now, one of the best parts about Helldivers is, ironically, team killing.
Yeah, shoot him. Do it. For the video.
It was one time, get over it. In fact, team killing is such an integral part of the game that the devs have repeatedly refused to get rid of it because, quote, it's fucking hilarious. So what we're gonna demonstrate here.
Fun fact though, if you're playing Helldivers 2 for the first time and you're going into the tutorial, if you blow up when they're teaching you about, you know, your teammates, if you blow up the standee that represents a teammate, it will say, "No worries, cadet. Friendly fire is all part of the experience, or it's all part of Battlefield," and blah, blah, blah. And then they'll just bring in a new guy. I know that because when I saw the standee in Helldivers 2, of course the first thing I did was throw a grenade at it. So yeah, it is integral. Also, it's funny as hell. If you didn't have friendly fire, I feel like the game would just be easy. It would be way too easy if there was no friendly fire. So like 50% or more of the fun aspect of it and the hilariousness and the stuff that people clip about it would be gone if they removed it.
Here with our, not Eli, is what it looks like when you
shoot your friend.
your buddy with the SG-8. Spoiler alert, you're gonna have to reinforce. Spreading democracy all over the concrete in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get more on his
Spray on that
white
one.
shirt.
Dude, noggin empty. That completely blew the skull out of the head. That is disgusting.
Isn't team killing hilarious?
It genuinely was one time. That is vile.
That is the best ballistic dummy headshot I've ever seen.
Oh my Jesus Christ! Woo! I want to see that frame. Go back. Woo! If you showed me this picture and you said, guess what this was before it got shot, I would have a hard time telling you that was a skull. Oh my God, it's so icky. Do you know what the picture of like an atomic explosion looks like from, I don't know what type of camera, but it's a famous picture if you'll look it up, of the atomic explosion that they took. And this kind of reminds me of that. It's everywhere. It's like slime is trying to hold its brain together. Welcome, Xander. And it's so gross. I thought they were exaggerating with their expressions before, but no, this is vile. Oh, shit. Oh. I can see why Germany was upset.
Is ridiculous.
I can see why Germany was upset that they used shotguns in the trenches.
So let's go over the manual of arms. For one, you have a AR-15 style pistol grip here. I think it's pretty interchangeable. It looks interchangeable with any other AR-15 pistol grip. That's pretty good because this one that comes with the shotgun feels remarkably small and just shitty. But above that, we have an AR-15 style selector. So you have safe, fire, basically just the same as an AR-15 selector switch. No full auto because it's a fucking pump action. And no, you can't slam fire it. Be a lot cooler if you could. So real quick, show and clear. Breech is open, closing, empty chamber. When there is a round in the chamber or when the gun has been pumped, obviously the pump is locked, so you can't pull the trigger while it's out of battery. Something interesting about this gun, I'm not sure if I like. It's honestly pretty sketchy. I'm not touching the pump whatsoever. When you pull the trigger, it unlocks the bolt. So if you had a hang fire, this
what does that mean?
Plasticky top cover is.
Wait, what does that mean? He used a terminology I don't know. And yeah, I said Germany because in World War II, didn't they get upset that the Allied nations started using shotguns or a type of shotgun or something in trenches, like the trench buster, and they're like, that should be a war crime or something, and it was like, no, we're not. It's like, no. I maybe it became one, I don't know, but I might have that backwards or I might have that mixed up, but I'm 90% sure some side got upset about trench busters, which were just a shotgun being used in trench warfare, because it's just shredded people. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not quite sure what he's talking about. A hang bolt
going to be lacerating your jugular.
Not a great plan.
Anyway, what that's supposed to do, I guess, is just kind of assist with the pump coming back already. But let's say you didn't want to pull the trigger and you wanted to unlock this anyway. I looked for a long time on this thing and could not find it, but it is actually in the very back on the bottom. So press this and it unlocks your pump as well. So you can use it to clear and not just have to, you know, if you got a round in the chamber that you don't want to fire, you know, find a shoot barrel. Just do it at desk pop because you can't figure out how to clear your fucking shotgun. Like said, our lever here is what determines whether they're feeding from the right side or the left side. There is no button to pop this top cover at all. It's just kind of, you know, I guess held on by tension.
That's weird.
So you just pop this up here.
I don't like
and
that.
You have full access to your bolt assembly and your 2 tubes from the rear. This is your dust cover.
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter.
Shitty Hobby Lobby magnet. All the pins on this gun are kind of crudely clipped into place. Yeah. The Picatinny on this one was so bad that I tried to put an EOTech ESPS 2 on it and it wouldn't even fit. The plastic Picatinny was out of spec. So I used this Tacticon armament.
I mean, this, to be fair, the way that I see this gun, kind of, if you painted this orange, blue, and white, I would think that this is a Nerf gun. The way that it is fashioned and how it looks, it all just looks like it's plastic, and maybe it is all plastic on the outside. Like I would totally be surprised if someone showed me this. Like, did you know this is a real gun if they just painted it a little bit? If you just painted just a tiny bit to be like, oh, you got the classic Nerf gun colors. Like, oh yeah, here you go, Timmy, here's your gun. Ugh. Not to say that, that guns are bad or anything. It's just that this one, the craftsmanship of it did give me vibes of, this kind of looks like a toy.
Red dot that they gave us at one of our range days. So thank you to those guys. Great lovers from what I hear. So yeah, that is how you operate the UTS-15. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. If you're fighting for democracy, you probably want some better guns than this. And you could be the one making some of those guns. Because if you're interested in getting your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can check out sdi.edu down in the links in the description and in the pinned comment for Super Earth, of course. Now, one of the components that Helldivers also adds to shotguns is the incendiary effect. Really useful when fighting bugs. But to replicate that a little bit today with our UTS-15, we have...
Keep thinking he's going to say UTI. Dragon's Breath.
Oomph behind it. So let's go ahead and use it to take out our target. No, the paper.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Dragon's Breath legal in some states? I may be incorrect on that, but I think I learned that fun fact about when I was watching John Wick 3. It might not have been the third one, but I think he used Dragon's Breath in one of the fight scenes from like an aerial point of view. And I found out that, yes, you would think that those rounds would not be, usually legal. But apparently you can use it in, like, I don't know, like Nevada or something. I mean, wait a minute. He's using it in the United States of America. Of fucking course it's legal. He has it. Although, wait, isn't there a different legality between what you can use for gun ranges and what you could use for, like, home protection? I could be wrong. Let me know. Let me know if I'm completely fucking backwards on that. But he is using it, so of course it's fucking legal. I'm an idiot.
Paper, not Eli. There you go. Torching him in 3, 2, 1.
Can't tell what happened.
I love how we didn't set the target on fire, but we set the railroad tie on fire behind it. Bad boy, no. Oh, that's a spicy little nugget in there. LaCroix.
It kind of reminds me of the special effects when the Power Rangers are fighting. You know how when, like, oh, they slashed him in the chest with the sword, and then, like, the sparks just fly out. It felt like you were using a gun meant for a Power Rangers TV show.
To the rescue. Oh, wow.
It's hot.
There you go. Not setting Desperado on fire, brought to you by Microtech. Oh, wow.
It's the 4th of July.
Just you see that spread just hitting everywhere.
Oh, man. Everyone make sure to salute. These are the fireworks for the 4th of July.
Man, that is the most patriotic shit I've seen all day.
Yeah.
So after spending a full day with it, what do I think of the UTS-15? It's a piece of shit. So when FPS Russia did a video on this years ago, that's the only experience that I really had with the UTS-15.
That's a lot of fire.
Not one or anything like that. So like going into this, that's the only thing I could draw from as far as what to think about it. In that video, he had 3 UTS-15s on site available to film with. He needed all 3 because 2 of them broke or went down while filming.
Huh.
So we babied this today. We made sure we weren't too rough with it. If we had any sort of failure or whatever, we didn't just beat it open because we were worried it would break, because this is very, very plasticky. I mean, like, you can physically see, you can grab the sides of the shotgun.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not pushing that hard at all. Like, it is just
this is just a toy.
Yeah, it feels like shitty plastic is what it feels like. Like your dust cover here, that's despicable. And even though we babied it a bit, we still did have malfunctions.
I'm scared. I'm gonna break this fucking thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't feel sturdy at all. There you go. No,
It would be impossible to make this video on a dual tube magazine fed bullpup shotgun and not compare it
Nerf
to the
has
KSG-12,
better plastic.
because this is a direct comparison. It's the same picture, just fucking worse. Despite the fucking bulk, they're the exact same weight, I found out. And as much as we give Kel-Tec shit for, you know, all the cheap washed up Florida beach plastic that they recycle and make their guns out of, it still feels way more solid than this fucking thing. This thing genuinely feels like it is an airsoft chassis to a shotgun. As the best comparison I can make. As a joke, I was gonna drop it, but I was genuinely afraid to break it. So yes, if you want to do Helldiver LARP, get a UTS 15. If you want a 12 gauge shotgun for literally any fucking purpose, KSG 12, much better choice. And I'm real fucking confident the KSG 12 came out before that, and then somehow they just didn't take any fucking notes and came out with that thing. To sum it all up, it's a Turkish shotgun that put looks above function. And it looks very cool.
It does, I will give it that.
It functions like a quadruple amputee on a swim team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the...
Yeah, now that he's mentioning it, play that again, play that again. Now that he said that, like, looking at this, it looks like at any moment, some of the plastic could just be ripped off by him, you know, manhandling it right there. That's not roughhousing it. That's probably a better term. Like, it just feels...
Well,
it does look and feel, or it looks like it would feel very weird with just how much plastic is utilized there. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's just like a cost-saving measure. I don't know, but I mean, if your gun is going to malfunction that quickly, that what was FPS Russia required two backup shotguns, so a total of 3, just to be able to do a YouTube video on it. I feel like you're just not going to get very many sales, except for maybe people who like just want to have every gun possible. So, right where it meets, I could see the plastic casing warping around in that shot, right where it meets the pump action.
On a swim team.
You see it again. Yeah, it looks. Yeah. It's weird.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the UTS 15 shotgun, aka the SG8 from Helldivers 2. I would like to give a special thank you to my friends.
Wonder why they picked this for Helldivers.
The Unsubscribed podcast, Eli Double Tap and Donut Operator for joining me in this video.
Oh, that was Donut.
Thank you guys very much. You guys.
I honest to God could not tell that this was Donut. I could not tell for the life of me that is Donut Operator right there. I don't know why. His hair is longer than what I am used to. I mean, it should have been a dead giveaway since he has, you know, a donut on his shirt right there. But he looked, it looks weird. Because it looks like space, because the gun looks futuristic. Oh, I guess that's fair. It's kind of, you know, kind of the same vibe that some of the guns in Starfield went with. But they make it, like, kind of blocky. So, I guess that makes sense.
Go home and play some Helldivers?
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's do this thing.
I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. 20 what? Huh? What? Huh?
That's the year Helldiver set. 2185, and we're still using buckshot.
2185 is when they finally figured out how to make this thing run right. See you guys.
For democracy!
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I know not to get that gun ever. I don't own a shotgun. Shotguns honestly kind of terrify me. If I'm going to use something for home defense, I am not going to be using a shotgun. I'm going to be using probably a revolver. Revolver or some type of pistol. Mostly, I'm not going to try to use a rifle. Something that's way easier to hide properly in my house and get with some ease. So, get that and then go from there. I'm not going to really use a shotgun of any kind. But, you know, it's just my opinion on it. So, yeah. But, YouTube, thank you for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, maybe, you know, leaving any channel recommendations or video recommendations down below. Maybe come by the Discord or even come by the live stream. But until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.